Let me ask you something, Julie. When you played the Palladium just now, you came on stage as yourself. Now, you've had, God knows, endless stage experience, but did you ever come out on stage before as yourself, or were you always playing a part?
In my teens, when I was doing musical with my family and later alone, I was myself, but then I was a sort of child prodigy and trying to look younger than I was, and I was very, very scared of audiences, and I found this last Palladium stint was a very interesting time because I wanted to see if I would still be as nervous being me, because since my teens I haven't done anything that...
And were you?
Yes.
Really?
Terrified.
Or
well,
was it worse?
The thing that staggered me and helped tremendously was the enormous amount of love that came from the audience. I'd always, in previous years, had to kind of earn the applause or earn approval, and I just got it before I even started, and it was
that
so...
famous standing ovation as she walked on.
It was like a block that hit me, and Blake said I came onto the stage the first night and just sort of stood there in sort of shock, and then I thought, wow, I'd better be good.
No, but does it in fact make you more nervous, to have to prove it, or isn't it very comforting to know that they love you that much before you start?
It's both, but I think as I was there for like 10 days, and as the 10 days wore on, then I settled down and actually became more nervous, because then I started to examine myself. Did I like opening up just me? I wasn't playing a role, it was just me, and I think I liked hiding behind a role better. It was harder to appear natural because it's, in a way, unnatural. I mean, it's not, I guess us three chatting here are not exactly as natural as we'd be in your living room by the fire. Not quite as natural.
No, I should hope not.
Singing songs as yourself, that isn't a natural thing to express yourself that
No,
broadly.
if you're singing it as Eliza or whatever, you're singing a particular emotion or whatever. I hide behind the words of the song, which is lovely, and depending on the songs, it was fine. But sometimes it was very, very hard.
It's actually easier, is it, to come out and pretend to be someone else? Because,
Infinitely
I've been accused of being very facile when I come out and I'm myself, and I can talk for hours, whether it's interesting or not, has nothing to do with it. It's easy for me.
It doesn't bother you.
But if I had to come on and actually say, tennis anyone, I would fall down dead with fear. What was the first thing you ever appeared as?
The first thing, I think it was a mushroom.
And I was the egg in Humpty Dumpty, so we should have made an omelette.
Oh, but you were the egg.
At least you were the lead.
Yes.
It's the head of Gabba with the eggs. The thing I read in the paper is that you had not been on stage in, what was it, 15 years?
Something like 17 years.
17 years. But before that, it seems to me you went on the stage when you were, 15 minutes old and stayed there. Now, by the time you left the stage to go into movies and television, surely it must have been part of your everyday blood to be on stage. So how come, notwithstanding all the successful films and everything, how come you stayed away from it for so long? Did you ever miss it?
Only when I saw something so terrific that I got that tremendous urge to be part of it. There is a tremendous thrill once in a while when somebody's really enjoying something, or when I saw a fabulous musical and I'd say, oh,
Just playing to a live audience?
No. In fact, I think that for me, making films suddenly became the medium that I like to do the most, because it's private and quiet, and you can do it until it's right, and you don't have an audience watching, and you can send it out to an audience later, but you in the meantime can work on it till you get it right, and that seems to be lovely.
But sure, I've been on sets.
I always felt I had to, sorry Andre, just to pull myself up to meet an audience. It was like almost more than I could quite make to face an audience. Somehow in film it was just easy.
And the people that are standing about on a set don't...
But they're so busy
get into your eye line at all?
Being professional and doing their job and seeing that the camera fits its mark,
Yeah, they're the most cozy people to work with.
You never get the feeling that they're sitting as a block, saying, okay, show us. It's not that at all.